I've been wanting to bring back Who Reviews the Reviewers forever. And
you've been talking about different ways to do it for as long as I've been here.
I mean, I came up with this maybe 6 hours ago. Like, believe it or not, it was you putting the word review in the title for the 007 show that sparked my brain and got me to come up with this. We are changing how Who Reviews the Reviewers works for Season 5. We are going to bring it back. We're going to bring it back, folks, next month. And everybody who is interested is going to be eligible unless you have more subscribers than we do.
We just decided that's the cutoff for subscribers. You have to have less than us.
Minutes ago, yeah. This is how things work here at Geekvolution. But no, this is definitely going to be a hard and fast rule. Hard and fast. You're right. Right now, you need fewer than 27,500, I think, somewhere around there, and that number will grow slowly but somewhat. Gradually. So there will be a point where, if that's the number you currently have, you will not be able to.
But in 6 months,
you will now. But then later you will. Yeah. So anyway, we used to have a 500 subscriber cutoff. As Eric reminded me earlier, the landscape of all of this has changed drastically. Not just since the beginning, but since the last time we did this show. And so we're going to open this up to pretty much anybody that's interested. I feel like there are very few channels more than...
Should we caveat no one that's been on the channel?
Yeah, probably nobody that's been on the channel. But... Yeah, I'm okay with nobody that's been on the channel regularly. If you've done a guest spot or two, that's maybe okay. But I'm with you. I don't think that's quite. I don't think Rasco should get to do this. But there are some other former Who Reviews the Reviewers contestants who haven't. Yeah, sorry, Dan, who haven't been with us a bunch. Sorry, who else? A superhero enthusiast, Aaron Dicer. And Aaron Dicer is a professional reviewer, so... well, and also, he's won. And then, so the big thing is, if you've won the show before, you can't, you can't try out. You can't submit a video. If you, have been on with us more than a couple times, you can't submit a video. But everybody else is welcome to, try to submit a video for each challenge. So the way this is going to work this time is, instead of being a competitive reality series where we fly out to my house and put you in my house. No, we never did that. Although I would have loved to have done that because it would have gone a lot faster. What we're going to do this time is everybody is going to be able to try to get a video in every time unless you win a round. Once you've won a round, you can't compete anymore that season until the final episode of the season. We're probably going to do about 6 episodes. We're going to do one a month. I'm going to tell you at the end of this spiel what the and I haven't even told you about this, but what the review challenge is for next month, and then you'll have about 3 weeks, and I'll give you an official date in the description. I don't have that right away because I don't know exactly when this is going to go up, so I didn't want to have a hard and fast date for that yet, but about 3 weeks from when you're watching this now is when this will be due, and anybody can make the video for this. And then what Eric and I are going to do with a guest judge. We're not going to do 5 judges. We're going to do 3, and Aaron's going to come in and do a lot of them, but we'll have some other people here and there also when he's not available. So it's probably most of the time going to be us and Aaron, but I want to invite some old judges back and maybe get some new judges. And what we're going to do is we're going to pick between us. We're going to vote and pick the top 3. For every round, and like if 50 videos get submitted, they're all going to be in for consideration, and we're not going to deliberate about every video. We're only going to deliberate about the top 3. So if you don't get yours talked about, just try again later on, but we don't have the time to do that. That was one of the things that made it impossible to get these done on time before. So we're only going to talk about 3 videos, and at least this first round, there's going to be a 5-minute time limit. I think most of them, it's going to be about 5 minutes, is as long as we're going to let the reviews go. So what we'll do for you is, if your video makes it into the omnibus that week, all 3 will get played on the omnibus, and then you'll hear Eric and I and a guest judge talk about them, and then we'll deliberate as we always do, and the top banana for that week will win that round. And then we're going to create what I'm calling the top banana bunch, which is all, again, probably 6 for 6 months of the top bananas that won each round will all compete again. And if you don't want to compete again, then you'll just forfeit your chance to win prize money. And so just as many of the which is why I think we need as many as 6, in case 2 or 3 people flake out and decide they don't want to do it again. We'll give away some prize money to the winner of the season, and I'm not going to reveal how much that is yet because I've not decided, but there will be prize money again. It won't be as much as it used to be, but there will be some prize money, and we're going to be doing this more often, so you'll have a lot more chances than you ever did before, and you don't have to make a big cut of 8 or 12. That one time I screwed up and accidentally had 12. I don't know if you know about that, but that was crazy. Anyway, so the review challenge for next month is going to be as follows. I want anybody who wants to try out for Who Reviews the Reviewers, and again, you don't have to make an initial video. It's this review challenge. 5-minute time limit. Do a movie review of a film that you've never seen that came out the year you were born. That's the prompt, and this season, and I know this is going to suck for a lot of people, but we're not going to let people coast. I mean, you didn't coast before anyway, but you're not going to be able to even attempt to coast now on visuals and on amazing editing and stuff, because, and this will be a good segue into my next announcement, because of the way that I'm doing things moving forward, we're not going to allow really any copyrighted content on these reviews, which is going to make things really tough for a lot of folks, I realize, but this is not going to be as much about your visual editing abilities and your abilities to make a really cool looking video. It's a lot more about the content. So we're going to be primarily concerned with content, ability to constructively criticize and praise something, your personal style, your delivery, and your engagement. So you can be scripted. You can try to do a teleprompter thing. You can read on camera. You can come up with some creative way to do something visual without using a lot of copyrighted content. I will say, if there's ever a comic book challenge, and I'm sure there will be, or if there's a thing where you can use comics, comic panels are okay, but you can't use copyrighted music and you can't use copyrighted video or even stills, because the problem is it's going to go in the omnibus and I'll get flagged for it. And we can't afford that. So it's unfortunate. It's going to be weird, but create something that basically works really well as an audio thing, and then do your best to make it look cool, if at all possible. But this will make it possible to win rounds with just good audio content. If you just put up a picture, although again, like come up with a clever way so that I won't get flagged, because I mean I get flagged even with posters. So I mean, like, don't put up a poster for 5 minutes, because I might get flagged by that, so do your best. I mean, it's going to be hard, but I'm having to deal with this now as well. So anyway, that's the challenge. If you have any questions, send me a personal message on Facebook. That's the best way to get a hold of me, or put a comment in this video, and I should see that as well. Eric, any questions or anything you think that folks might be wondering about after?
I don't think so. I think that covers everything.
For that spiel. The way you submit your video is, once again, through Facebook, a personal message. That's the easiest way to get a hold of me. You can also put a link in the comments here, and I should see that. Sometimes those get flagged, but I should be able to see that anyway. Okay. So you can try that, and if I don't see it, go to Facebook. If you don't have a Facebook account, or you're not able to use that for whatever reason, let me know in the comments, and we'll figure out some way for you to get that to me. But YouTube actually allows links now in comment sections, so the only reason not to do that, I guess, is if you don't want other people to see your video yet. So, but this is great for exposure for people. If you get in the top 3, your video will get seen, and we will of course link to your channel. And so anyway, let me know if you have questions.